What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we're going to be taking a little bit of a look at a brand new character card which is going to be coming out in Wave 3 of the Transformers trading card game, War for Cybertron Siege. It's Sergeant Skywarp. Yay! And it has been revealed by the lovely folks over at Game Informer, so please do make sure you go and check them out. So Skywarp then, Sergeant Skywarp, although as we did learn recently, for absolute definite, though we were fairly sure beforehand, this is just Skywarp. Sergeant is no more than what we've seen, kind of like Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend. This is the same kind of thing. It's still Skywarp, we're still good. So what do we see? Well, it's an 8-cost character with stats which are almost exactly what we would expect from an 8-cost character. We've got an attack of 4, which we would expect. We've got a defense of 2, which we would expect. We do, however, see a health of 11 here, which is slightly lower than we would expect. Boo, hiss, etc. But as with all of these, it really is the skills that we're worried about primarily. And it's all about secret actions. And straight away here, in bot mode, when you play a secret action, draw a card. This is awesome. This is card advantage. And the great thing here is, this is on a turn where you attack with any Transformer. Where it's tapped, where it's untapped, it doesn't matter. If Sergeant Skywarp is on the field in bot mode, you're drawing a card when you play a secret action. This is wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. This is really good draw power, and I really do appreciate the difference between this and ones where you get to draw when you attack. So if we go to Wave 2, we can go to Dinobot Sludge, for instance. When you attack and you have fewer cards in hand than your opponent, draw 2 cards. That's great, but it's only when you attack. Until you get untapped and attack again, it does nothing. Whereas this is every time you play a secret action. Now, the Game Informer article did inform us about the game of Transformers, nailed it, that we are going to be getting 8 secret actions in Wave 2, of which we have currently seen a couple. Now, one which we have talked about and done a video about and talked about in great detail is Battlefield Report. Now, Battlefield Report is a fun little card. When one of your characters defends, you get to draw 2 cards and put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Remember, you play these face down during your turn, and then you essentially use them during your opponent's turn. So that's kind of cool. Now, we did actually see a new one of these today, a new secret action. Now, we've not actually had time to look at this one properly. It will get its own video sometime early next week, so we can mention it very briefly here. It's Dampening Field, and Dampening Field is a secret action that's got the same reveal condition when one of your characters defends, but when it's revealed, your opponent cannot flip more than 4 battle cards during this battle. That's really nice. We'll get to that later on. It's good. It's not necessary in all decks, but it is very, very nice. We've got some uses for it. So they're the 2 we've seen so far, and we know that there are 6 from Wave 3 that are yet to be revealed. So I love the draw engine. What about the alt mode? When you flip to this mode, return up to 2 secret actions that have different names from your scrap pile to your hand. This is lovely. This gets you 2 actions back. Think back to Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend. When you flip that one into alt mode, you get to grab an action, but it's only the one. Although incidentally, and we have mentioned this before in one of the rules roundup videos, but let me make it very clear now, secret actions are actions. Actions are not necessarily secret actions. Secret actions are a subset of actions, and you get to pick 2 of them up just so long as they've got different names. So you could grab 1 Battlefield Report, 1 Dampening Field, and like I say, there's going to be 8 of these. The other 6, hopefully we won't have to wait too long. The set's out in about 6 or 7 weeks as we record this, so we're not going to have to wait too much longer. We're going to see them all before too long. Now, The way I really think about this, however, is with another card that we have had revealed, which is going to be great. It's Special Ops Mission. Special Ops Mission is Brainstorm for secret actions. Although incidentally, because secret actions are a subset of actions, Brainstorm is also Brainstorm for secret actions. And the theory here is incredibly simple. Either of these cards will let you play 2 secret actions in a row. You play Brainstorm or you play Special Ops Mission, and then you get to play 2 secret actions. So essentially here it's very simple. You wait until you've got a Brainstorm or a Special Ops Mission in hand, then you flip Skywarp into alt mode, pick up those 2 secret actions, and then you get to play them both immediately. How good this skill is exactly will depend on what the other secret actions do. The 2 we've had so far are good, though not stunning, but we are going to get more, and presumably we're going to get more next set as well. Even if secret actions are a War for Cybertron thing, we know that Wave 4 is going to be War for Cybertron Siege 2. That's already been announced. So you know what? We're going to have more of these. We've definitely got 8 in this set. I'm sure we're going to get more next set. So essentially, Sergeant Skywarp loves secret actions. So what you really want to do is take advantage of cards that like secret actions. And Major Shockwave majorly comes to mind here, because it's got a really, really nice bot mode skill, whereby if the top card of your deck is a secret action or a Decepticon card, you may play it as though it were in your hand. It basically gives you 1 extra card in hand, which is really quite nice. So if you're playing Shockwave, this might be a fun little partner for it. Now, Shockwave is an extremely expensive character. It's actually a 14 cost, which makes it the most expensive non-combiner, non-Metroplex that we've had revealed so far. But having said that, this is an 8 cost, so that still puts you at 22, and then we can start chucking some star cards in, and jobs are good. And not saying you have to play this with Shockwave, I'm saying that would be an option. Another card from Wave 3 that would fit with this very nicely indeed is Captain Wheeljack. Because Captain Wheeljack starts the game with a Brainstorm. You get to grab a Brainstorm into your hand when the game starts, which means you can essentially stash it in your hand, and as long as your opponent isn't playing any kind of hand disruption, something like Rapid Ascent would give you a very bad time here, then you know you've got it for when you need it, which is very, very nice. Not only that, but Captain Wheeljack, when you play your 3rd action during your turn, you draw a card. It's extra draw power. And we've talked about this in a number of videos, but during your turn, or at the beginning of your turn, you draw 1 card, and then when you attack, you flip at least 2 battle cards. And when you defend, you flip at least 2 battle cards. So you're much more likely to have any single card end up in your scrap pile than your hand. So here, you play the game normally. And you're going to end up with secret actions in your discard pile, in your scrap pile. Then you flip Skywarp into alt mode, which also means that you can guarantee you draw the secret actions you want, which I don't think I made a big enough deal of. That is a great, great thing about this. You can actually make sure that you've always got the secret actions you want, because you can essentially search your scrap pile for them, which is phenomenal. And then you've got Brainstorm in hand already. And then as long as Captain Wheeljack is in bot mode, you can play all 3 and then draw a card. Bearing in mind you're playing 2 secret actions, so you're drawing 2 cards with Skywarp, and then you're drawing 1 with Wheeljack as well, so then you're actually drawing 3 cards there. You're essentially playing a Brainstorm, and then drawing 3 cards, while resolving your 2 secret actions as well. Tell me that doesn't open up a huge amount of possibilities, and I might be forced to call you a liar. Sorry. Please don't hate me. Please don't leave. I need you. So, Sergeant Skywarp, I think it really works best when you're committed to secret actions, or indeed actions in general, because you could always just play something like the common Bumblebee from Wave 2, and that's a boy who likes his actions. Trusted Lieutenant would be his sub-name. And when you're in bot mode, you can scrap an action from your hand when you attack and draw 2 cards. And when you flip to alt mode, you may play an action, which of course could be a secret action, which would then allow you to draw a card. Do you see where we're going with this? any deck that really likes secret actions or even regular actions is going to have a very good time with this, although some of your actions really do need to be secret to make the most of it. Now, in either mode, you are a specialist, which gives you Field Communicator, which I absolutely adore, lets you play the top card of your deck, and remember, it reads when you play a secret action. So if you attach a Field Communicator, and the top card of your deck is a secret action, you play that secret action, and then you draw a card. That's pretty gosh darn nice. And then you're a plane, so you get Rapid Ascent, which I mentioned earlier. You've got Bombing Run if you want to go into a plane deck, which will allow you to move a damage counter from each of your planes to one of your enemy. And in Wave 2, we did get Crash Landing, which I like very much indeed, whereby when you get KO'd, when you get destroyed, when you go down, you get to do damage to an enemy equal to your attack. So that's kind of fun. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, there is an awful lot to like about Skywarp. Consider me a fan. I think you've got to play secret actions, but as long as you are, this is great. But I would very much like to know what you think about Sergeant Skywarp, so please do let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, but please do remember the rule. Be nice, would you? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk about games like Transformers, but also a whole bunch of others. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.